and he spoke about, interestingly enough, Diddy. This is interesting, and the only reason I'm playing it, check this out.
I don't know enough about the case.
So they're asking him about, well, you know, shit, you've made your name. If people didn't know your name already with this Rocky case, have you been tapped to do other cases? Would you work with some of these other high profile people? They basically mentioned Diddy. They said, would you consider yourself or consider taking that case? And now he's speaking about Diddy's case.
I was asked to take a look at the case. There's another case I said I would not be interested in.
Really?
So he said would not be interested in. Now, that's not why I'm doing this story. Why I'm doing this story is why he says he wouldn't be interested in. Listen.
Just wouldn't be, no.
Same reason. Connection is.
It's different a little bit. I represent Rock Nation. A lot of people in Rock. I'm very close with Jay and Desiree Perez, who's most amazing. Like,
love him.
Bomb of a boss. Jay,
love him.
Amazing. Jay Brown. All those people are just like, they really are special people, and they, that's sort of family to me. And I don't think they're sort of
see eye to eye on things.
See eye to eye with.
Last question on that.
So I don't know if you missed what he said. So he said he wouldn't deal with the Diddy case because he represents Rock Nation. He's cool with Jay-Z, Desiree Perez, who's the CEO of Rock Nation, and he says not only does he do cases for them, he's so close with them that it would be a conflict of interest if he's working for Diddy. And he revealed something that we didn't know. He says Diddy and Jay, they don't see eye to eye, which I thought that was interesting because here's the thing. While reading all these cases, especially with the case that Diddy, Jay-Z was mentioned with Diddy, with that one girl who claimed she drove 5 hours to the VMAs, this and third. After Jay-Z made his arguments, Diddy then echoed the same arguments. Right? Like Diddy was piggybacking off of what Jay-Z did or Jay-Z's lawyers did. And you would think maybe they're publicly, they're not going to say they were best of friends, but I don't think we were going to get, I don't fuck with that guy. And essentially what he's saying is that Jay-Z don't fuck with Diddy. And I'm wondering, when did that start? Because I seen him at the brunch. Y'all ain't see it? Y'all remember this? Jay-Z, Diddy, brunch? Like, I remember this.
It's 2020, y'all. Yeah. And it's
remember, this was 2020. They were together, looking really cozy.
Different than when it was 2016. The game has been elevated. As we can tell, there's no expense being spared. We had a black billionaire's lunch. Yeah. You understand?
Right.
And we here together, and we're going to keep staying together. We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else to us. Black excellence.
Of course, Meek in the pink right here. I know he wanted to be matching outfits with Diddy that day. Anyway, Joe Tacopino, and I'll run this back again. You're hearing him tell us something we never knew.
I don't know enough about the case. I was asked to take a look at the case. There's another case I said I would not be interested in.
Really?
I just wouldn't be, no.
Same reason. Connection is.
It's different a little bit. I represent Rock Nation. A lot of people in Rock. I'm very close with Jay and Desiree Perez, who's most amazing. Like,
love him.
Bomb of a boss. Jay,
love him.
Amazing. Jay Brown. All those people are just like, they really are special people, and they, that's sort of family to me. And I don't think they're sort of
see eye to eye on things.
See eye to eye with.
Last question on that.
Diddy.
Do you think he should have got a bail?
Say that again, please.
I don't think they see eye to eye with P. Diddy.
I just want to throw that out there.
No,
because remember everybody was saying
that they were best friends.
Like,
by the way, Charlamagne, great catch. Wow. Rock Nation doesn't see eye to eye with Diddy. I'm wondering if that's because of what he's being accused of or prior. Because remember I told you, I was like, why is Rock Nation's lawyer? If Diddy and Jay were supposedly cool, and by the way, we also saw Alex Spiro says Jay-Z and Diddy weren't friends. Remember this, right? So he had said that there was no friendship or long-time bond here. Actually, I think the specific words he used was that, hold on. Wait. Yeah, they said there was no friendship, a long time bond here. Just because they knew each other doesn't mean anything, even though they had multiple videos, looked like they were very well, But they had came out and said that their relationship was strictly or purely professional. There was no closer association, and that was a little bit odd. But then, you know what? I kept pointing this out. Alex Spiro investigate Tupac Diddy. So Tupac's family, remember Diddy's locked up at this point. Tupac's family hires a lawyer and an investigator, really, but a lawyer, Alex Spiro, who we all know from Rock Nation, to investigate the alleged link between the death of Tupac and Diddy, which means that they were almost trying to maybe try to help the cops bring something to the grand jury that Diddy could get charged for Tupac's death. Why would a lawyer, you know how this lawyer says, oh, I'm fucking with Rock Nation, I can't even think about doing a case for Diddy. Why would Jay-Z's lawyer go work with a family trying to pin a murder on Sean Combs? So I think the signs were there from then. But I thought they were really friends and Jay-Z was just turning his back on him. But if we listen to this, maybe they weren't cool at all. I don't know. That was spooky to me.
When Jay said they weren't friends, everybody was like, they were in pictures together all the time.
Okay, everyone was in a picture with P. Diddy at one time or another. I went to a party. But when things got real years and years ago,
So now he's saying years and years ago, Diddy was cut off by Jay.
They didn't see eye to eye.
I don't know enough.
Wow. Really fucking interested. A lot of people assume that he threw Diddy to the wolves recently, but not years ago. But I guess we're hearing otherwise. That's very fucking interesting. All right. Most likely the last topic I'm gonna cover tonight, just because, I understand it's 5 o'clock. It's 10 a.m. in London, but it's 2 o'clock, or it's about to be 2 o'clock in L.A. And again, 5 a.m. on the East Coast time. So, if you guys are late to the stream, we're gonna be doing a full 30 days or whatever amount of days in March. I want to stream every day. And the only thing I ask you for some grace, because sometimes, I'm not going to lie, I do not stream because I know you guys require 6 hours. Y'all don't like short-ass streams. Obviously, I think you guys would be okay with this because this is the stream that never happened. But if I could get on, bang out 4 hours, I would hope you guys will understand not every day we were going to be able to do 6 hours, okay? Anyway, let me cover this. So Durk, my goddamn Casamigos just fell. Durk has been hit with a lawsuit, people, if you haven't heard. So Durk hit with a wrongful death lawsuit. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think this is a landmark case for drill music. Now, I know you might be like, well, haven't we kind of seen this? Because isn't Mama Doug kind of like suing King Von or whatever the case is? Well, the reality about that is that King Von was already dead, and there wasn't a current indictment that completely connects one party to the next. Like, for example, if you're convicted of murdering someone, it's like a slam dunk usually for a civil case in a wrongful death lawsuit. So the problem here is drill music, and I don't know if cognizantly people are going to recognize this, but the mere fact that Durk, and here we go, Durk has one more legal trouble to worry about after the mother of the man killed in a murder for hire case is awaiting trial. Now, and I've said this to Vlad before, but I'll say it here repeatedly, I wish Lil Pop didn't get killed, but Lil Pop, just by the nature of how he was moving, Lil Pop was rocking with Quando, right? He wasn't like some guy who knew nothing about whatever. He was rocking with Quando. That was the thing, right? And when it comes to people being in close association with guys or gang members who are into certain type of shit, for me, I just kind of understand that you don't know where it might go. And I think some people have reimagined it to be like, just like they've done it in the Duck situation. They're like, oh no, Duck was like, no, man, FBG Duck was FBG Duck. So obviously his mother being upset and his mother trying to cash in or whatever, like we could look at it that way, but
So a Rock Nation lawyer recently went on Breakfast Club and he was asked if he would ever take Diddy's case, and he said no because he's loyal to Jay-Z and Rock Nation, and Jay-Z is not seeing eye to eye with Diddy right now, which is kind of strange, man. Like, we always thought before Diddy got locked up and all these allegations came out that they were so cool, this, and that. But then he said, like, in the recent past years that they weren't really that cool. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Before the Cassie situation came out and everything, bro, like, people always seen Jay-Z and Diddy, like, the billionaire brunch when they were the only two black billionaires there. Like, bro. Man. Crazy world we live in. Let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments below. It's your boys, Big Act News, and I'm out.